I want to say that what you experience is about culture. It's not that much. Uh, well, yeah, obviously circumstance. You kind of framed what happened to you as just a matter of circumstances, but no, there's more details in there. Now, I want to say, as an American, that what you were expecting was something that's very common for Americans. In America, we have a lot of close friends. You know, we can make close friends. We start hanging out with somebody, we get to know them, and it becomes like a very close friendship. You go out all the time, spend all the time. 5 years later, you're having a party, and your best buddy comes, and you can just talk, and everybody's like, "Wow, look at these guys." It's like, "Yeah, oh yeah, we've been best friends for like 5 years." That's a very common and like very American feeling. But in Europe, I noticed that those levels of friendships are not as common. Most of those like deep friendships come from like the school times, and then they kind of disappear. Now, I want to be clear. In America, that happens too. And even for me, right? I'm an example. I have some close friends, but we barely hang out anymore. We barely ever talk, right? So it's
Yeah.
not like it's only in Europe, but I would say it's more common there. Like you see it less often here in
But
America.
I see a common thing in either of these places, and in China, everywhere in the world, circumstances. Like I'm gonna put an example, and on the Kuji podcast, this guys discussed it. Like, oh, what is a friendship? You guys been doing the podcast together, but what if you guys split? Like my friend Tamerlan in cadet school, we don't talk anymore. We don't really, we cannot relate to each other anymore. But I thought that was like a lifelong friendship, and that would never end. But it happened to be like, as I have escaped, or I don't know, I just like, just yeah, I went on my path, and we just got split, and I realized that I have gone out of the circumstances, of that zone. I want to use this word of the zone. Like like, do you think, man, if you had a job, like, I'm not trying, like, there's a finite line, because I don't want to depreciate the sense, the friendship, the like, this concept of friendship. But at the same time, I've been constantly overrating it to this point where, oh damn, guru, and even you got pissed off about it, because why? So I don't know, I don't want to depreciate, but at the same time, I don't want to extra value it, in the sense like, yeah. And what it equalized me to is just like, yeah, just a pure understanding of it, like, yeah, we got to the circumstance, we have to use it somehow, right?
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, now I know the truth. And that's what really surprised me, even in my own like behavior, because I didn't get mad at Sergey. I was just like, you got them right, man. You're right. You just explain it. That's what I meant when I needed to, like, uh, the eradicate this concept of having a pedestal, right? And then boom, it just a second. As soon as I got it, it's like, yeah, now I have to put myself on that pedestal, because at the end of the day, that's what I have. We're gonna close this call, but I have like this. What is the meaning of life? What is that? This is that. Fedor, please concentrate. Be patient. Some shit. You gotta understand. It's like I'm left in my own self, and it especially became visible and tangible, at least to me, when when I ran out of words. I couldn't like explain myself no longer to you or to professor, to anybody. But at the same time, I don't believe in this concept of like you cannot really express how you feel through the words. But we can talk about it later. I just want to finish this line. And having yourself on this pedestal, that's what made me think more crystal clear in terms of like now I start to value my own self, you know, like in the good sense, you know what I mean? It's not like, yo, I'm this puppet doll, a puppet master is gonna be like, yo, using people like this, or just like what even that means, use people. It's like, yeah, you're in this circumstance, you're giving some information, getting it back, constant exchange. I don't consider it being used.